downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Brissett. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A 5-yard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter.
Stay loose. Stay loose.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Colts nothing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
For the field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And you have points run against them, and that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
On the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score a point,
there he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 73 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Colts 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he quite make it to the 25.
Wilkins on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 33-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett, a good throw here, finding Pascal. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 11 yards there, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brissett now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete. On 3rd down, Cousins.
the throw.
Complete. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt.
Vikings.
This will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun for Sam. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. Bailey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their work.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Number 13.
Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brissett. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brissett on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll throw again. Brissett. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. A 1st down throw for Brissett. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Brissett. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Tonight's final score.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.